I did come au natural, so it's good.
That's right.
That won't even
And we're
matter.
just keeping it real. There's no script here. There's no stuffy executive producer. There's nothing like that. There
Nah.
is even a pug, if you
Oh,
want.
you have a pug.
I've got a pug.
You, me, and a pug. Now we have a mascot. He's cute!
Yeah.
Now I've noticed, Ken, you're Ken, I'm Lisa.
Yeah,
I've
I should
noticed
probably
that you
say
have,
that.
yeah. I've noticed that you have headphones on.
I do, yeah.
I feel a little like I should have headphones on.
There you go. Well, being
Just
a
for you.
geek, it helps to complete the look, and so I put the
Yeah.
headphones on. And it helps me because sometimes when you don't wear headphones, what happens in the studio here is that you'll get some feedback, and
Oh.
I don't want to make it an echoey type thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't like headphones, so I like feedback. Feedback helps me grow as a
Yeah.
better person.
Some of my other shows, I use the little earbuds and stuff like that.
There you go.
But for this one being the primary first flagship show of the season, I figured we might as well go all out and use the
Perfect.
official Rocket
Awesome.
Fish headphones.
Flagship is an awesome word. Thank you for that. Yeah.
So, Lisa Carlson, what's happening?
Well, let's see. I think today is a better day than yesterday because I'm alive and breathing. That's number one. That happens. I'm really excited about hanging out with you and just really having an awesome time getting to know not only you but also what your thoughts are, your experiences here in Manitowoc. I've been here 9.5 years. I'm not a native. However, I'm aggressive when it comes to what's happening. You know, like what's going on over there? What restaurant is that?
My story, I came here about 2 years ago because I married somebody from here. I mean, honestly, why else would anybody come here? It's cold. It's cold.
A job. We came here
Good
for a
night.
job.
It's freezing here. The first winter. I'm from Tennessee, so I moved here from Tennessee. Nice and warm down there most of the time. I could ride my motorcycle 9, 10 months out of the year. Come here. The first year wasn't bad. It was the mildest on record for like the past 5 or 6 or 10 years, is what I was told. Froze my butt off. Snow everywhere. What is this? You know, this was like nightmares from my youth because I used to live in Illinois. Gosh. And then, so I got through that winter, all right, and we had summer, started in, I think, August, lasted 2 or 3 days, and then it's winter again.
Yep.
And honestly, the last winter, not this one, but the previous, we had snow on the ground the day after Thanksgiving,
Yep.
and I don't think it went away until like the middle of April. It was
And
just
that
snow and snow and
probably,
snow.
they keep saying to me it was the worst on record, but last year was the first year in 9 years that I remembered multiple below freezing, like doubly freezing. Kids
Yeah.
can't go to school because of wind chill factor, and that was last year. We had like over 30 days that way. So you got like the best of
Exactly.
both worlds. Yeah.
Frozen tundra forever and ever. So I'm hoping,
Forever.
so far this winter hasn't been as bad. I'm hoping spring will come, May or June, something like
Yeah.
that.
That'd be nice.
And then we'll enjoy the outdoors again. But yeah, that's me. I came here. I didn't really know anybody other than my wife,
Yeah.
but have kind of connected with the chamber and the
Mhm.
Rotary Club and a few places like that, trying to volunteer and get to know people and what's going on in the community. So it's cool. I like Manitowoc. It's got a lot of history, a lot of industrial stuff going on, which is cool. Where I live, it's kind of like the middle of all that.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly downtown, and I'm not on the fringes, but there's a foundry, down the block,
Mhm.
and I think maybe a mile or two up is the cement factory on the river or whatever. You got the big beer things downtown.
Yeah.
that I get to look at. If I walk a half a block, I could stare down there and see that. So a lot of industrial type stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
But also with that, a lot of the challenges that come with that kind of town. And so, like, I guess Miro closed down, a bunch of people lost jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I said yeah.
I think the NSA's tapped in.
Oh,
I'm getting
good.
a little feedback.
Good. Well, I came here 9.5 years ago for a job for my husband, which he is now not at that place because they've laid off a lot of people, which is at Burger Boat. Oh my! You talk about craftsmanship and world-class company. It was amazing journey, and I worked there for a little while as well. And then 7 years ago, I got into comedy. We're talking about business. We're talking about word of mouth, and had a small theater. Had my regulars. It was like 49 seats, which was perfect. Every show was a success, even if you had 10 people, because there was people there. And so now I've taken that. So I do 2 shows a year, and I have regulars. However, it doesn't make up enough to do it. So I have to keep telling people to come to the shows. And for this coming up show, so far everyone's new, almost new. And so without constant, you go back to that marketing thing, there's a lot of people I don't know in this town. And I think I know everyone because I came from Chicago, very big. There's not a day that I can't go outside and do my errands and not see somebody I know. And that doesn't mean I went to the coffee shop and that person works there. I mean someone in the coffee shop or around town driving, they wave, so there's a lot of people still I find it, I hear the echo now. I find it exciting because I love learning people's stories, and there's just so many more people to get to know.
Right. I just realized now that I had you locked in on the video camera this whole time, so that's probably okay, because I'm sure that people really didn't want to look at me that much.
Oh.
As that's okay.
Oh, well, hi, Ken.
Hi. Yeah, see, now
they know it. Now they know what I'm talking about. We go back
and forth, which is cool.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Maybe I'll dub a picture of me or something over the segments where I was speaking.
Can you do Bradley Cooper?
Is he the dude that played American Sniper?
Oh, I don't care about that. Let's not talk about that. That's a controversial issue. But I just like looking at his face.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I could put whoever we wanted to put up there. Let's tell me a little bit more about your story. You had a comedy show or a comedy theater, and now you're doing shows and motivational type things.
Yeah. So I decided that I didn't want to sit every Friday and Saturday night in a theater. So I can do my shows pretty much anywhere, and kind of paired up with a guy at City Limits. So I host the shows there for 2 times a year. I do a comedy show for Cupid, and I do a girls' night out during hunting season. It's been great because people love comedy. The people that love comedy, I should say, are just happy to have it. We don't have it on a consistent basis here, and it allows me to write. It allows me to do sketch, and my most favorite thing is improv. And so I took the skills that I learned in Second City and used it in business and in personal life. So that's the new direction of my business, which is public speaking, business and personal, empowerment workshops, things that tell my story of having a deaf husband, having deaf parents, and mashing it with my love of improv. So fun.
So in the shows, you do a lot of improv?
Yeah, I will do improv, and depending on it, if it's a keynote, I have time for one little exercise in improv, and it teaches how to not judge what you're about to say. So that's fun. And then in my shows, like when I do a women's night event or something, I'm one of those people that has so many trains of thought that I'll pop over and say, oh, you know what? Because I can, I've got something to show you. And I'll do one of my characters that I developed out of improv. Or I'm like, you know what? It's time for a game. And people are like, what? So it takes some time to warm up. And so I've got what I want to say kind of planned out. But then in the midst of it, I try to give them a little taste of life is improv, really. You never know what's coming at you. And how you deal with it, with what you have at the moment, that's improv.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've been to the, I think it was the Deer in the Headlights show, which, if I recall correctly, was a lot of local people that were kind of doing skits and stuff like that, but also some people from out of town. I think there was a lady from Chicago or something.
Yeah. So I try to make it a little bit diverse, and knowing that other towns and other places write differently. Chicago, anything goes. I try to bring that a little bit here to Manitowoc, because we can write locally, and the locals know we can throw in jokes about Two Rivers and all this other stuff. But it's nice to see other types of comedy and other experiences. And I think that when I bring someone in, it's a new story to be told that no one's really heard in our town. No one is, except for me and a couple other people, most people are not headed down to Chicago to see the little sketch shows and the little improv. So if I can bring that here, it makes me happy, and hopefully other people get a little bit more of a, a mind-opening experience.
So there you have it. Lisa Carlson brings to you the mind-opening experience.
Open-minded maybe would have been a better choice of words. Mind-opening.
Good stuff.
That's how my brain works. Being a sign language person and a hearing person, I have broken English sometimes when I can't find my words.
Cool.
So yeah.
Let's see. You've got something else. I got an email the other day. You got something coming up. It's a workshop for women, right?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Along the way, I've really been able to reinvent myself. I always thought I had to live by a standard of what you thought I should do, or if my decisions were made, I'd worry about what you thought I should do, and I hated it. And I finally got to a breaking point where I pretty much know what's good for me. And I think a lot of women feel that way. They can make small decisions and family decisions and what's best for the family, but way too often women put themselves last in the way of what they want to do. So often. And then when they do find the confidence to say, I'm going to do this, there's a lot of guilt, and there's a lot of second guessing, and then maybe it doesn't get to where it needs to go. So in order for me, I went through a whole series, like 8-9 years, and said, you know what, I wonder if other people would like to know what I learned along the way. So that's what this empowerment workshop is. It's about tapping in. It's just scratching the surface. Sometimes you might find out what you don't like, which is also very good. So it's about finding out what makes you happy, how to get more of it, and not feel guilty about it, and maybe even just expand upon it, and catapulting you in a different lifestyle that you want. Whether that's, I don't like peas anymore and I'm not going to eat them, that's okay. That might be one thing that you might discover about yourself. I try to tell people, discovering that things that you don't like makes you a stronger person, because now you've done it, you know it, you don't need to do it again. So that's the next thing. The empowerment workshops was really fun. We have fun too, because it's not a lecture. It's a interactive type of workshop, as much as you want to interact and share. And I think it's good, because then you hear other ladies, some of their aspirations and some of their struggles.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They should do one for a man.
You could. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it's like to be a man, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
You can have it. You're fine. I'll take woman.
All right. There are probably advantages to both.
Absolutely.
All right, well, good. That's kind of like that's a cool thing you're doing. You're sharing your experiences with other people, and that's also a safe way for other people who are thinking about things. Well, I'll go
Right.
to a seminar, for an hour or two or whatever it lasts, and then just see what's going on, and decide for themselves. Do I
And
take that road?
right, and it came about when people were telling me I was good at it, I was inspiring, I was enough to make people think about it. And I'm one of those people that when I learn something, I want to share it with you because you may either A, never experienced it before and need the information, or B, you've experienced it and didn't tell anybody and I'd like to know. So, I think about that with maybe health issues, not that this is a health workshop, but when you go through and you find someone, a loved one that has a health issue, who do you turn to talk to? How do you know? And then you're able to educate someone along the way should they need the information or not. That's kind of what this workshop is about, but it's about self-empowerment, about living the best life the way you want it. Happy is such a word that kind of gets thrown about all over the place. Like, I'm happy today. Joy is a better word for me, and rock star lifestyle. Not every day is going to be a good day, but at least you're living it the way you need to live it.
Like you said, you can learn something from every situation if you're
Mm-hmm.
open to the lesson. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we're probably fortunate, and there are a lot of people in this community who really do want to help
Yeah.
and reach out there. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on at the chamber, and then the used to be the EDC, now it's Progress Lakeshore. They've got some
Right.
good
Right.
programs for people who are thinking about being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who are out there coaching. So,
Right. Right. Right.
stuff. So, speaking of stuff going on in the chamber, I'm going to see if I can pull this up.
Good.
There's a couple of things going on here. Uh, Sale after hours night at Revolution's Bar and Grill. That's happening, I think, this evening. Yeah, 6 to 8.
Oh, today's the
Um,
29th? Mm-hmm.
Yes. I know a couple of people at Sale. Apparently, I'm too old to join that.
I joke about that all the time, too.
I don't really know what's happening there. Do you know what's going on
I
with
do.
Sale?
I mean, technically, I'm older, but they're happy to have mentors as well. So it's a younger professional group. It's part of the chamber, and the sale group is young professionals. I guess I don't know the starting age, but 20s, 30s ish, and on up. And they come together and they do some networking each month. They also do their own programs and projects to bring them together as a community of young professionals. They're hooked up with other young professionals in the state. They're not called SAIL. Each of them have a different name for their group. And they have a conference or a learning symposium or summit. I forget what they call it. And that's where young professionals can network and find some other people in the town. I think it's a great way for even someone new moving into town to start dabbling, or someone new to the workforce. It's a great group of people. I think that they have a lot of fun, and that's what pulls them there.
That's the key, having fun, because a lot of these things can be just boring.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever
I
been
think
to an event like that was boring. Everything I
ever.
go to is just a blast.
Absolutely stellar in all ways entertainment. Great content, by the way, too. Never do you go to a repeat conference ever. But yeah, it's a great thing for young professionals to get involved with, and I think that they're doing a great thing for our community just to have it, which is just the bonus, really. And I think it's fairly well attended, too. I think you've got quite a few people that show up each month.
Yeah, it's one of the most popular things, I think, going on at the chamber. And maybe one of these days they'll invite me to one of those deals.
You don't have to have an invite. You can just go. I invite you to go.
I'm just looking at the chamber website again. There's Business Connects with Government Luncheon. And
Yes.
I've been to a few of those, and it's kind of cool because you can actually talk to your legislators. There was one, I think it was Senator Johnson was there. It's been a little while. And then you've got some of the local city government that pops in every once in a while. Some of the senators will pop in. Maybe Tammy Baldwin was there once. I don't think I saw that one though. But this one here, these are the big players. This is the city snow plans.
Yes.
So
yes.
if you want to know what's going on with the snow,
I dare you.
When they're going to move it away, how they move it away,
Yeah.
why your street is the last one plowed.
I know these answers because I've heard them already at a different meeting. I won't even tell you all the answers, but yes, it definitely, I think if you're a concerned citizen about these things, this is a great information. I think they did a good job with the information about the snow removal. It's better than I've ever heard in the past.
Well, this year it's been awesome.
Yeah.
There's been no snow.
If you live on a major street, I don't know what awesome means, but
I define awesome as, do I need to go to the end of my driveway and spend a half hour moving the snow back into the street? So this year hasn't been a problem.
That's true. I agree. You'll get awesome information about why the truck will go down the street, sanding, if you will, not salting, or salting and not sanding, and not drop the front plow. That will be answered. Yeah.
You know, I've wondered about that.
Yeah, that you will get your information there.
Okay. I'm not sure about any other chamber stuff coming up this week. Let's see. On the Manitowoc.info site.
Yes.
There's a bunch of stuff there, but the calendar's kind of hard for me to read. John Berthelsen, an American artist. At first I said American atheist, but no, it's artist. Which would make a difference. Topic. We'll have to bring Jason in one of these days and have him talk about some of the upcoming stuff.
Sure.
But,
sure.
I have not been to the Rare West or RAR West, however you say it.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
But I do plan to go maybe in the spring.
Good. You should go. It's a great place. As well as, the RAR West, it's got the old building and then it's got the art, so you get two different points of view. Wait, why am I? Yeah, the RAR West. What's the other one? Why am I? Yeah, it's the same place. Never mind. I had a blip of a moment there.
Hey, never been there, wouldn't know the difference.
I know, that's awesome. That's why I have those different trains of thoughts.
And we'll invite them on one of the shows upcoming too and talk about the things that they do. I hear about their stuff all the time. It seems like they've always got something interesting going on. I just haven't. Yeah. I've been looking at all the other stuff first. I'll get.
Yes, it takes time. It takes time.
Because Manitowoc is chock full of interesting stuff.
It takes time to take the whole entire city in.
That's right.
Like, it take you 7 years, maybe.
It's funny because my wife has been here in Manitowoc about the same time as you have, and she moved here from Plymouth. And spent, I think, a year in Sheboygan after that, and then made her way here. But I'll talk to her about some of this stuff. I said, they got this thing going on here, and she has never been to any of this stuff either. So I suspect there are a lot of people who have spent maybe a decade here, but haven't done anything. Don't know. They're trapped in their little hole of a house or whatever, and don't get out. Maybe they check the mail or something. I don't know.
Don't stop at a decade. Stop at a generation. I think the whole entire generation.
Maybe so. And that's one of those things, too, because, the lake, for instance. When I first got here and drove past, on the way to Two Rivers or something, I'm like, wow, man, that is cool. Summer day, blue sky, the water was shimmering. Awesome. And I noticed, there's not a whole lot of people on the beach or whatever, and it didn't stink, so I'm wondering why aren't they out there? But you take it for granted. If you're born here or been here for many years, it's like it's just the lake, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
It is breathtaking. It is super, super awesome, and I think there has to go with a little bit more of, yes, those that live here for a long time kind of take it for granted, but also, like, for someone like me, I take it for granted because I work or I've got the kids. I don't find that quality time. But this summer, I'm going to utilize it a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. I go there and you can just unwind. I've been there a couple of times after a a feisty client meeting or something like that, we'll go out there and just kind of chill out. And, oh man,
Yeah.
Zen. It's all good. But
It is.
you can go out there and just hang out, pray. I do that in the morning. Not
Sure.
every morning, obviously. It's a little bit too cold out this morning, but.
And you're not very committed then.
Yes, that's probably true. I do pray every day. I'm just not committed.
Yes,
to
I understand that, but not at the lake, which means less commitment.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's like some kind of natural tie-in, because when I was in Tennessee, I had a favorite spot, and it was just the trees and all the cool stuff. And here you got the lake.
Yeah, it's cool.
So again, getting back to that, if you've been here a while, more than 10 years or something like that, maybe some of these things that are going on, Lobster Fest or what's the music one they do in the summertime?
Yes, the music one is called Acoustic Fest. No?
Yeah, Acoustic Fest.
Yeah.
That's what I would call it. And then Ethnic Fest. I mean, there's all kinds of things going on.
So much stuff.
And if you don't go out and do it, you're missing out.
Yeah. I will tell you that it took me 9 years to get to Lobster Fest.
Yeah.
And I will go again. It was awesome. It just, it's the kids, it's the timing. So, at least you utilize something in your interests, and whether it be the music or the nature or the restaurants. We'd just like to see some crossover. I think that'd be great.
They ought to come up with some kind of thing where if you've got kids, you can move them there for a while you go and have fun.
Yeah, that would be like a babysitter.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's a whole different hangout discussion. And then if they're old enough to go with you, you don't want them with you. So it's a little.
That sounds like the beginnings of a show. That's fodder.
Yeah. You're not old enough to go. I don't want you to go. Nah.
Must be this tall to ride.
Correct. Well, good. So we've got this week covered and a little bit of background about Mr. Ken Ivy and myself here in Manitowoc. I think this is the start of something brilliant.
Yeah, we can have some fun with it. And to anybody who may be watching, if you've got some ideas, shoot it to us.
Yeah.
There'll be, I don't know, maybe we'll put a website address here or a phone number or something like that. Maybe right here. One of these.
Can I be Vanna?
Sure.
Somewhere in this vicinity, there
right.
will be a contact information from here to here and here to here. Oh, now you're voguing.
That's what you made me think of.
Yeah, that's good. I inspired you to think of voguing.
Okay, weird look of the day.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one. Ooh, I'm going to try one.
Ooh, wow. Yes, that's it.
Oh, well, we've now made a thing. Weird look of the day. So have to see if that goes.
No, that'd probably be the most popular segment.
Right. Who cares what you said? It's about your look.
Now that's going to be the snapshot we use for like Facebook or something.
Right.
Come watch the show.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye.